first thing I'm going to do is take this off. I'm going to take a Dremel tool and just kind of grind around it just to get this out, because I don't need it. Keep in mind that shit does get hot. Now we want to attach this, right? So take it out. Let's get this little clip on here, right here. Just want to slide this off. I could use this for something else, but what we want is this. We want to get this to fit on this. As you can see, it doesn't exactly slide in very well, but just want to make an approximation there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sand all this off. That'll fit just like that. What I'm going to do is put 4 screws in each of these corners. Well, 1 screw in each, actually. And it doesn't matter if it's perfectly aligned as long as the center here is along with this little center line that runs down here. I'm going to use let's see, you can see this well. Just like machine, or not machine, sheet metal screws, basically. I'm just going to put one of these screws in at a time. That way I don't mess up the alignment on the other ones. And there you have it. Now the next part is to get this thing to stay on here, but we want to cut as much of this off as we can so that we don't have as much weight. But then you see we need to get all this out too. That's better. Now I could have used regular 3-inch pipe, but it was cheaper to buy 2 of these than one 2-inch section or 2-foot section of pipe. So now we got this one done. Now we got to do the other one. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this down, because all this extra stuff is added weight, and I'm trying to make this as light as possible without compromising structural integrity. There's also going to be some other things I'm going to do later on to lighten this up, but for now, basically we have these things, which I've kind of sanded out, that go in here. Keep forgetting about these. Same thing to the other side. We got that cut down. Now, same thing is, now we got to figure out where to make the cuts for the rubber bands, because they're going to fit. They're going to fit on top of this lip. Got this all cleaned up pretty well. The rubber bands go on there. But just to make sure we don't want this thing splitting these things off. Let's see how easy it goes in there. As you can see, there's little holes, so the rubber bands aren't going to get pinched.